the critical path. So when we add up the times of all activities lying on the critical path, we have 8 plus 12 plus 0 plus 6 plus 8 plus 10, which gives us 44 days. Which means that the expected project length or the expected completion time of the project is 44 days. Next, what is the variance of project length? It is necessary to observe here, friends, that to calculate the variance of project length, we only add up the variances of only the critical activities and not all the activities of the network. So, we have 1.78, 1.78, 0 and so on, which are the variances of the critical activities lying on the network, and the addition of which gives us sigma is equal to 3.216. Variance is given by sigma square. Sigma is the square root of the variance, which is the standard deviation. The square root of addition of all variances of activities lying on the network. Finally, the last question, which asks us what is the probability of completing the project in 48 days. We see that the expected project length is 44 days. The question asked is what is the probability of completing the project in less than 48 days. So from the formula which we derived with the help of normal distribution, we have probability that t is less than or equal to 48 is given by probability z ts minus te. Ts is 48 and te is 44 divided by sigma. Sigma is the square root of the variance. So we have 48 minus 44 is 4 divided by 3.216, which is nothing but 1.24. When we check the value from the normal distribution table, we see that probability that z is less than or equal to 1.24 is given by 0.5 plus 3925. Here is the standard normal distribution table. It is the collision of row and column at 1.24 and the value is 0.3925. Because it is positive, we add 0.5. The resultant answer is 0.8935. So the answer is that the probability of completing the project in 48 days is 89%. So this is how we calculate variance and the probability of completing the project in the desired time. So friends, this was all about PERT and CPM. We today learned how to calculate different floats, how to make use of the different time estimates to find out the estimated time for each activity, following which we learned how to calculate the variance associated with all activities. With the help of variance, we also learned how to calculate the estimated time the project will require for its completion. And finally, we learned the probability of finding out the project completion time in the desired time. I hope this is an interesting topic and you all have learned well. Keep practicing, keep learning. Thank you so much.
Sandhan, All Gujarat Integrated Classroom.
સેટેલાઇટના માધ્યમથી જોડતી કડી એટલે સંધાન.